So let's continue this conversation with the president of the Zionist Organization of America, Morton Klein. Mort, it's good to see you again, sir. Kevin Roberts just mentioned the president of the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, and I know how you feel about this guy. He defended Carlson's decision to host Nick Fuentes and even called those criticizing Carlson, as you just heard, the venomous coalition. Here's a clip.
We will always defend truth. We will always defend America, and we will always defend our friends against the slander of bad actors who serve someone else's agenda. That includes Tucker Carlson, who remains, and as I have said before, always will be a close friend of the Heritage Foundation. The venomous coalition attacking him are sowing division. Their attempt to cancel him will fail. Most importantly, the American people expect us to be focusing on our political adversaries on the left, not attacking our friends on the right.
Well, Robert seems to be against criticizing anyone on the right, and the Heritage Foundation says trying to cancel Carlson sows division in the Republican Party. Mort, what do you say?
I'm a child of Holocaust survivors. I lost most of my family to Hitler. My parents taught me that before the Holocaust, there were years of verbal violence, vicious attacks against Jews, calling them vermin and slime, dangerous to the world, dangerous to Germany. And now we're seeing the beginnings of this with important media people like Tucker Carlson, who, by the way, is not a Trump MAGA Republican. He has called Trump and Secretary of State Rubio and Secretary of Defense Hegseth that they have brain viruses, that they're acting heretically against Christianity. That's what he said about any Christian supporters of Israel. And he said, I dislike them more than anyone can possibly dislike them. So he's been making not only horrific statements himself, but he brings on his platform only people who hate Israel and Jews, who deny the Holocaust, who praise Hitler, who praise Hamas, who even call for death to Jews. And when this happens, he says nothing in retaliation. He doesn't condemn them for it. But when Ted Cruz came on and started supporting Israel and praising Israel, he attacked them relentlessly. So he has the ability to push back when it's people are saying things he dislikes. But when people are saying things that are incredibly hostile to Israel and the Jewish people, then suddenly he's lost his entire tongue. By the way, he even said that Israel treats Christians the way Nigerians treat Christians. Nigerians has allowed Muslims to massacre hundreds of thousands of Christians in Nigeria, and he says Israel treats Christians the same way. This is a very dangerous statement. Tucker Carlson has become one of the most dangerous people to Jews and America that I've seen in my lifetime. It's quite frightening.
Well, Mort, you've made some really strong points. I wonder if you think Tucker Carlson has exposed some sort of significant split within the Republican Party.
There's only a small group of people on the right who have hostility toward Israel. Over 75% of Republican members of Congress are strong supporters of Israel. But we see some cracks with Thomas Massie, with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and of course, Democrats such as Ilhan Omar, and Rashida Tlaib. So we see more hostility than ever before. But it's only the young people that are increasing in significant numbers of hostility toward Israel. This is because they're being lied to. And I really blame the Jewish leadership in part for this. They're not pushing back, making it clear that the lies against Israel are lies. They did not steal Arab land. It's Jewish land. Abbas and the Palestinian Authority are not peace seekers. They pay Arabs lifetime pensions to murder Jews. And if you murder a Christian, you also get a lifetime pension. They name schools and streets after Jew killers and Christian killers. So we have to make it clear that the Palestinian Authority is a monstrous Nazi-like regime, as well as Hamas. And in their charter, both the Hamas charter and the Palestinian Authority Fatah charter call for armed destruction of Israel. That is not being made clear. I blame Jewish leaders. We've got to start making those points. And I blame Israeli officials for not making those points. We have to make that clear. But it's very important that if Roberts doesn't reject, condemn, retract the positive things he said about this Jew hater, Tucker Carlson, if he doesn't do that, he must resign or he must be asked to leave Heritage, or it's going to harm Heritage's reputation for a very, very long time. If this doesn't happen, we at ZOA will no longer be part of the Esther anti-Semitism project at the Heritage Foundation. We can have nothing to do with an organization whose leader supports and promotes people who are enormous bigots.
Understood, Mort Klein. Thank you for sharing that. Great talking to you today, sir.
Great to be with you. Thank you for letting the world know these dangerous elements that are dangerous not only for Israel, but for America as well.
Of course.